Petro Vietnam has functions to implement all activities of exploration, production and processing, adding value to oil and gas resources, at the same time doing multiple businesses in Vietnam and abroad. At present, Petro Vietnam has more than 50 subsidiaries and joint ventures, with a labor force of more than 25,000 people, annual turnover of billions of US dollars, particularly 213,700 billion dong in 2007, around 13 billion US dollars, contributing nearly 30% of the state budget. With the aim of finding the potential of and increasing oil and gas reserves, discovering more oil fields to ensure stable oil and gas output for the country, Petro Vietnam has been implementing oil and gas prospecting and exploration in the country and abroad. At home, it has discovered potential deposit basins, that is, Sông Hồng, Phú Khánh, Hoàng Sa, Trường Sa, Cửu Long, Nam Con Sơn, Thừa Chính, Vũng May, Mã Lai, Thổ Chu, and many other fields and potential oil and gas lots. By now, Petro Vietnam has been exploiting the oil and gas fields of Bac Ho, Dong, Giang Dong, Hong Ngoc, Sư Thư Đèn, annually providing about 25 million tons of oil. Abroad, Petro Vietnam has signed contracts on prospecting, exploration and production of oil and gas in many countries such as Indonesia, Malaysia, Cuba, Algeria, Peru and Iraq. Petro Vietnam has been implementing many refinery and petrochemical projects. The refinery number 1 is under construction at Dung Quat, Quang Ngai, with a capacity of 6.5 million tons per year, to be put into operation in 2009. Refinery and petrochemical conjugate number 2 and 3 are also to be built. Ca Mo nitrogenous fertilizer plant and other petrochemical plants are also to be built. When finished, these constructions would basically meet the domestic need of petrochemical products and for export, contributing to a complete and modern oil and gas industry. So far, Petro Vietnam has been carrying out a range of gas utilization projects on a large scale. Petro Vietnam has constructed national gas pipelines, including the ones from White Tiger oil field, Nam Con Sơn terminal to Dinh Khờ, Phu My, from PM3 CAA oil field to Ca Mo gas power fertilizer complex. Pipelines from B Lot to O Mon shall be built. These systems shall be prepared to connect with pipelines of Southeast Asia, serving gas import-export by Vietnam. Gas accounts for 40% of total power output, 30% urea nitrogenous fertilizer output, and nearly 40% of LPG needs. Gas is utilized in the chemical industry, fertilizer production, transport, and building materials. Subsidiaries of Petro Vietnam are capable of providing services of prospecting, production, design, installation, material supply, transport and storage of oil and gas-related products, construction of industrial and civil works. All services of Petro Vietnam meet international standards and are highly appreciated by petroleum contractors. Experts and engineers of Petro Vietnam subsidiaries have undertaken many complicated works requiring high technology and accuracy up to international standards, serving not only domestic needs but also abroad. The services of the subsidiaries are ever developing. Petro Vietnam shall have buildings, modern trade centers, ship fleets, and onshore terminals of regional and international grade. Petro Vietnam has been promoting business in finance, banking, insurance, and securities. With the motto, for strong development of Petro Vietnam, the financial and banking activities of the group focus on a major mission to meet capital demand for the development of Vietnam's petroleum industry, to operate at the most profitable for all the financial and monetary resources of the industry. The group's insurance activities are becoming more diverse and highly reputable. Petro Vietnam has strategies on developing human resources, promoting a leading scientific and technical team, and highly qualified managers, and good health. Education centers like the School of Training Human Resources and Petroleum University shall meet international standards. Scientific research and application centers are furnished with advanced equipment. Petro Vietnam has always paid attention to environment protection and systematic improvement of working conditions for the staff. Projects of the group always meet requirements of environment protection and incident prevention. Petro Vietnam has paid a lot of attention to communication, charity, and social activities, media like television, newspapers, and the internet for the benefit of the whole branch and community. With the tradition of drinking water, remember its source, Petro Vietnam has paid special attention to activities of gratitude by way of organizing festivals, sponsorship, and direct participation in sports and arts activities. Petro Vietnam are contributing to promote, preserve, and develop the cultural character of Vietnam and increase living standards, encouraging the staff's work and creativeness. To implement the strategy on the development of Vietnam's petroleum industry, promoting inner forces and expanding international economic cooperation, Petro Vietnam continue to further the activities in all fields at home and abroad. Petro Vietnam is committed to build a strong oil and gas group, doing business in various fields at home and abroad, contributing more to the country's development. Petro Vietnam, energy for development.